So I was diving into this project called Craft Agents, and wow, it's all about seamlessly connecting to APIs without the usual hassle.
Right? I mean, the idea that you can just say, add linear as a source, and it figures everything out for you is pretty mind-blowing.
Exactly, it eliminates all that tedious setup, but doesn't that assume all APIs are well documented and standardized?
Great point. The reality is that many APIs vary widely in their documentation quality, which could complicate things.
True, and I wonder how it handles those less than ideal APIs. It might not work as smoothly with custom setups.
Yeah, and while it automates a lot, I think we should consider the learning curve for users who aren't tech-savvy.
That's a good observation. I mean, if users don't know what an API is, how can they utilize this tool effectively?
Exactly. They might feel overwhelmed despite the tool's user-friendly design, but the potential for efficiency is still huge.
For sure, and I found it fascinating how it integrates multiple AI connections. You can toggle between providers like Anthropic and OpenAI.
Right? That's wild. But does switching between providers lead to inconsistencies in responses?
It could, each AI has its nuances. I guess that's where user feedback would come into play.
Totally, and I love that it's open source. Users can tweak it as they need. That's a game changer.
Absolutely, but what about security? Open source can sometimes expose vulnerabilities.
A valid concern. They do mention security measures, like filtering out sensitive environment variables.
And that's a relief, but I wonder how they manage security when users are running local servers.
Good question. They have a system in place to prevent credential leakage, which is crucial.
Speaking of local servers, the ability to run craft agents headless is intriguing. It opens up new possibilities.
Right? It means you could keep heavy sessions running on a powerful server while you access it remotely.
That flexibility is fantastic. Imagine running complex tasks on a remote server while working on a lightweight machine.
Exactly. It's like having your cake and eating it too. But does it introduce latency issues?
Potentially, if the connection isn't robust, that could slow things down, but I guess it depends on the network.
For sure. And they emphasize instant changes like mentioning new skills mid-conversation. That's pretty slick.
Right? It's like having a conversation with a constantly evolving assistant, but can it handle large data responses?
Yes, they use Claude Haiku for summarizing, which seems like a smart approach to manage large outputs.
That's clever, but I wonder how effective those summaries can be. Do they capture the essential details?
That's a good point. Summaries can sometimes miss nuances, so it would depend on how well it's trained.
I guess user testing will help refine that. It all comes down to real-world use cases.
Totally, and I'm curious about the automation features. They seem to allow for some pretty powerful workflows.
Yeah, automating tasks based on events is revolutionary, but could that lead to unexpected behavior?
It might. If it triggers actions without enough context, it could create chaos. A balance is essential.
Definitely, and the deep linking feature is intriguing too. Navigating through apps using URLs could streamline tasks.
Exactly. It seems like they're really focusing on integration and user experience. That's a smart move.
For sure, but I wonder if it becomes too feature-heavy. Sometimes simplicity can be key.
That's true, but they seem to have a solid UI. Balance is crucial. Too much can overwhelm users.
So if we put all of this together, Craft Agents is like a Swiss Army knife for API and AI interactions.
Exactly. A versatile tool, but its success will depend on real-world feedback and continuous improvement.
And that's exciting. It's like we're on the cusp of a new era in how we interact with technology.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see how it evolves and what other creative uses people find for it.
Same here, but as always, it's a journey. Can't wait to see what's next for Craft Agents.